So I don't know if any of you have been noticing this, where YouTube has been constantly removing comments. And folks, I'm not talking about racial slurs. I'm not talking about curse words, which even curse words should be allowed on YouTube. But here we are. This is what YouTube's become. But I've noticed that if I write a comment and somebody responds to that comment, and then I respond back to that comment, even in situations where I will respond to this person positively, YouTube will just remove the comment. And they're so random when they do this. Really feels like, I'll have somebody respond and call me the N word. Hard R, doesn't even care. That comment is perfectly fine for YouTube. But then I'll respond back and say something like, shut up, dumbass. And my comment gets removed. Like, this stuff it makes no damn sense, man. And this isn't just YouTube. I've noticed this on Twitter where, somebody will make a post and then, the post will get a bunch of responses and shit. And then those responses will get responses. And, some of them will have up to like 5 different people responding. So I'm interested. I'm like, okay, what are they saying? I go to look at it and there's nothing. There's not even that little instance where you can click to see, oh, this has been flagged as spam. There's nothing there. Like, what is going on with the internet nowadays, man? Like, seriously, what is going on with all this just removing, censoring, and hiding comments? And again, this is not like they're censoring racial slurs or they're censoring like really intense, arguing back and forth using 15 curse words a second. They're just randomly taking down YouTube comments that just don't make any sense. Twitter's doing this. I'm assuming Facebook does it, and I can assume Instagram and all those other big places on the internet, maybe even TikTok. I don't know if this is a thing on TikTok, considering that's like the biggest app out there. But if it's doing it there too, my God Almighty, Jesus Christ, talk about insane censorship. But I don't know what's going on here, man. I'll watch like certain YouTubers. And, there's a YouTuber I'll watch. He talks about, like, relationship problems, and he reads Reddit stories and things like that. And then I'll notice half of his comment section literally says, I wonder if my comment is going to be censored by YouTube. And, folks, again, I've even asked some of these people. I'll respond to them. I don't know how my comment stays up, but somehow it does. And I'll respond, and I'll be like, what are you saying? And they'll say something like, oh, I just called that woman a 304. Right, literally a 304, not the actual word hoe or whore. Which even then, you should be allowed to call somebody that on YouTube. But again, censorship being what it is. Or they'll say something like, oh, I simply said that, cheating on your boyfriend is stupid. Something as plain and simple as that is being removed by YouTube for some reason. And at first I thought this was the YouTubers doing it, right? Because even I, as a YouTuber, have a few words that I have put specifically into my YouTube Creator Studio, whatever you want to call it, to where you're not allowed to write that in my comment section. But they're the most basic, understood, no word you should never say, like the hard R, N word, basic stuff like that, right? At first I thought that's what it is. But again, folks, not everybody out here is writing, racial slurs in every single comment that they write. Some people are just writing basic comments like, wow, this guy's a fat ass. Like, guys, you should be able to call somebody a fat ass without YouTube taking your comment away. And you know what the craziest thing about this is, folks? This is just another form of censorship. It's another form of, we are in control. We get to tell you what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say. And you know what the craziest thing about this is? Back in, I'd say even 2016, maybe even all the way up to about almost 2020, YouTube had a feature where you, the owner of the channel, could very easily look at your comments, any of them that were flagged, and say, I want this comment up or I don't want this comment up. And it was such a flawless system for the most part. I mean, it's YouTube. Nothing of YouTube is ever flawless. But the point being is that you, the creator, used to have the ability to, you were in charge of what people would say. But nowadays, it really feels like that game Marvel Rivals, where I played a bunch of that, and I'll write something in the chat, and I'll say something like, man, this map is ass, right? Again, just a basic level comment that basically anybody out there would say, and it turns that entire sentence, no matter how big or small, into ... I mean, don't you just love that, man? Don't you love, as a grown adult, no less, being told what you can and can't say, what you are and are not allowed to write? Again, folks, I'm not advocating for being able to say racial slurs, even though I believe that to a certain degree we should be able to speak our minds about things. But again, it's not like I'm saying we should be able to go out and say whatever racist shit we want to be able to say against each other. But for God's sakes, man, if somebody says, Super Snow, your videos are ass, you suck dick, they should be able to say that. Look, I've had people call me all kinds of things in my comment section, and if I don't like them, I can very easily block them out of my comment section. Who cares? It's my channel. I can do whatever the hell I want. But the point being is, man, I'm so sick of this goddamn censorship crap. I'm so sick of not being able to say even something just basic that anybody of any age group, of any race or whatever will say against each other. It's all just so boring. Like, the new internet is so goddamn sanitized and boring that it really feels like TV. And you know what, folks? For those of you who have forgotten this, a good majority of the reason people moved to the internet back in the day from TV is because TV was so censored. It's because you couldn't say almost anything that you wanted on TV. But when YouTube came around, it was like, yo, I can say the F word 20 times in this video and nothing's going to happen. The only thing that would stop my video from getting views was whether or not it was good, or whether or not the algorithm picked it up. That's its own can of worms. But the point being is, man, this is just, it's so tiring. I'm so sick and tired of this crap, man. And it just really makes me not want to be here, If this is a big thing to make us go touch grass, hey, it's working. So great job, YouTube. You're doing real good with this. And same thing for all the other internet websites who do that. But anyways, though, guys, this is Snooper Snow. I just wanted to talk about this for a quick minute. Maybe some of you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, though, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.